So I'm testing out my new water shoes. They're pretty amazing. So far we're only in dry sand. I'm gonna try to get to some water. Test them out. Figured I'd take you guys on a quick little outdoors trip. Let's go down this. That's a nice little spot. This looks pretty untouched. I want to have my own little earthing spot, grounding spot. It sounded like earthling. All right, here we go. So obviously it's like, well, not obviously, they're all built different. These are mesh up front. Oh, that water is cold. So I was just discussing this. I want to get a wetsuit this year somehow. I really want to be in the water as much as possible. Really make it my prime source of exercise. And you know, maybe it's because I'm getting a little older. You know, the cold water, I don't enjoy it as much. But especially in these mountain spots, some areas are just really frigid. Nice. These are rare finds right here. Oh, look at that. That poor fish. Oh man, sorry guys for the squeamish. I'm not really sure why there's a bunch of fish guts here. Somebody didn't do the right thing. It looks like they're I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. I don't know if a person did it. That's a very odd thing to find. It looks like they are all skates, like or I apologize for showing you guys that. Some of you might be squeamish, but it's pretty gross. There's like intestines everywhere. Anyway, these are pretty rare finds. We're not going to take it because, as you can see, it is occupied. That is a super strong animal in there. Straight up muscle. We're gonna get him back in. Or her. I'm assuming this one's occupied too. Yeah, see that? You can see it's out. This one's out a lot more. Look at the suction on that thing. Look at it go. Look at it. It's moving. We're going to get you back in there. They're all feeding. There's small snails right there feeding on the fish. That's a lot of hermit crabs, is what I should say. So, life will come and dispose of all of that very quickly. Very quickly. Here's one that kind of got stuck up here in the, you know, it would have made it fine. It was in the water enough, but we're gonna help it back down a little earlier. Beautiful conch shell again. I'm pretty sure they're all housed. Never know what you're gonna find down here. You really don't. It's not always pretty. We saw the birds the one time. I didn't even post them because of how trash they were. Once again, you can hear it. Ready? Listen. Because of that suction cup muscle. Amazing. Really, really amazing. This is what we're looking for. Kind of like a nice little home stretch like this. That clam's been freshly opened. It's still being cleaned. You can see there's some exterior to it. That'll get cleaned by some of the smaller guys. You see all these black dots? All these black dots everywhere? Those are snails and hermit crabs. See? Thousands of them. They're all here for a reason. And there's plenty of food, definitely circulating. There's minnows. You can see them all up here in the shallows. As kids, we used to try to catch them. And this I wish I could get rid of. I really do. This is the first time I've been out far enough where the water's been out far enough where I could see it. Get up close to it and get in the water. Obviously I can't remove it. It's in there good. Luckily this is pretty much a private beach and nobody really comes down here. So here you have a conch. This one's busted open. That one's probably still housed. It's really interesting. You don't get to see that often. I don't see that very often at all. So, could be a mating season of sorts. Look at them all go. All the minnows on the shore. Down out that way at Indian Island last time we had we were watching the birds, remember? Watching all those birds dive bombing. Whatever they were doing, they were feasting out there. Alright, as I said, this water is really, really cold. Oh, these are bigger fish. These are bigger fish, look. Those are some bait fish. They have little stripes on them. I'm not sure what they are. They might be a little tiny, they might just be little tiny striped bass. Where'd you go? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see what the signal's like in here. It's not bad, actually. I'm just gonna start leaving these guys alone because they seem like they know what they're doing. But I mean, look at the size of these. Look at that one. It's a monster. Oh, there's a horseshoe crab that got caught up there. The tide's coming in, so I'm not too worried about them. They're just probably hanging out, sucked in the mud, doing their thing. But look at this shell. Oh, look. It's moving. So strong. So strong. They are nothing but muscle. Like, see, here's a horseshoe crab. Hoping the tide comes in. I really am not a big fan of these guys. That was the monster I was talking about, this Goliath. I'd hate to see something like that. Look at that thing. Unreal. Look at that conch shell. Gorgeous, ain't it? Amazing. Let's see if we can I don't know how comfortable they are upside down. Having trouble with the horseshoe crab. I don't know if we got to him in time. I'm hoping. I was hoping he was going to start kicking a little bit and start moving, but we just didn't make it in time. So many times they will just get caught up here. And they can't be out of water that long. You know, look how far up the tide comes. And then again, it comes a lot further. It comes all the way down the street sometimes. Never seen anything like this. It's amazing. When I tell you, they're gripping down like really hard. There's a bunch of minnows coming out of the grass. Some of these minnows are massive. I don't know what they are, if they're a different breed. Yeah, you could see this guy's trying to make his way. You're too big for your shell, my friend. Another one kind of dug down pretty deep. I don't know if this one did too. I can't tell. Yep, sure did. I'll just leave them be. They're very close to getting back. Very, very close to getting back into the water. Yeah, this guy or gal is really involved in the struggle. Like, they are way, way too far out. You were bone dry, my friend. I hope that helps. Well, that's the end of our journey for today. Hopefully we did some good. Did some grounding. Tested out our water shoes. I love them. I'm digging them. Digging them. $10. Usually better than that. Looks like up here it pulls up quite a bit on a regular basis. This might be an empty. Yeah, it's an empty conch shell. Very, very brittle for some reason. Weird. Very odd. It's interesting to see one of those. We'll just walk the high ground and see if anybody's up here needs saving. A domestic dog, deer, we dug up some old well, I can't take credit. Brian is so good at that stuff. Montauk is strange. Dug up a old story about a Flanders wild man. Pretty cool story. We're gonna have to dig into some more of the wild man, because apparently that's what they were calling it. A lot of clams and mussels. A lot of fortunate people live in beautiful places like this. I'm not far from any particular beach, but I mean, I don't got it like this. This is cool. This is super cool. And that water's cold, guys. Don't get me wrong. That water is cold. Frigid. Oh, that's that piece of metal. Cool. Well, like we found out, see, here's beach glass, but it's not beach glass yet, see? That'll do some damage. So we're gonna take that with us. It's pretty safe, but not all the way. Oh. See, some plants are sprouting. I don't know what these are, but you can see these little red sprouts here are future of those, which are future those, and future those, and I don't know what the heck they are. Cabbage, sea cabbage, I don't know. Let me know if you down in the comments if you like the shoreline hikes. If you want to see more. If you'd like to see them live when we have signal, because I did have signal here, I just decided to do video instead. It comes out a lot clearer and crisper. And anyway, did you see the Aurora Borealis? Northern Lights, where you're in a place where you don't normally see them and you got to see them. Curious seagull. He probably just figured out that there's a bunch of extra food laying around. And once he figures it out, the rest figure it out. Here comes a crow. The crows alert, or the raven, I don't know, one or the other. But they'll start alerting each other. And look at that beautiful white crane over there. Just stalking the grass. So all those little minnows we just saw, I mean, it could fit a lot of things, but pretty amazing animals. The way they walk through the grass and undetected. Looks like it's ready to pounce. So it's actually looking sideways right now. It looks like it's looking up towards that house and that car, but what it is it's looking sideways at the water. All right, my friends. Well, thank you for coming along, checking out the sights and exploring my new water shoes. They're not new. I've had them for, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 weeks now, and just finally getting a chance to use them. Hopefully we'll be camping over there at Indian Island real soon. I had plans to do so already. If not there, in the Pine Barrens nearby. But anyway, life happens. We'll get to it. As always, thank you. Be easy.